First time I met Zayshawn, I was really impressed. You know, he seemed like a good kid, somebody who wasn't into too much trouble.
John's a character. He a character. He funny. He like talk a lot of trash. Makes seem like Cleveland's best team in the league. They not.
He is not shy. He tells you what he feels. He has a great personality. He's been honest with me.
He's a cool guy.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is a one-to-one mentoring program that's professionally supported. That professional support is really what differentiates us from other organizations in that we really take care in who we're matching with each little in our program.
Zayshawn and I, we share a similar love of sports. So we like to watch a lot of sports together.
Talk about basketball, how we doing, what were we doing.
We're taking what we learn about the big and about the little to make matches that make sense.
I try to do things that he might not get to do or his parents might not get a chance to do with him, and have fun with him, you know.
The day-to-day of what they have in common is what they really share and kind of where the relationship starts. But it's these other things that allow both of them to have a different perspective and to learn from one another.
We like throw the football or play baseball.
He goes everywhere I go. It's not just we just stay here and home on the weekends because I got him. No, we're gonna go out and do stuff that I want to do too, right?
Most of the time he grills. He makes my favorite kind of food when he grills most of the time, which is sausages.
One of the great things that also happens is what they don't have in common. So they get to learn from one another.
He makes me eat like shrimp, which I hate. He makes me sit there until I eat it.
He's a fun-loving, big-hearted kid. You know, you just got to stay with him and stay on him. Right? He's a knucklehead, but you got to stay on him.
Kids get exposed to things that maybe aren't as interesting to them or something that they thought that they wanted to learn about. And the big's the same thing. If the little has interests that maybe aren't something that they know about, they get to learn through the process as well.
You know, with parents or teachers, they sense that they have to be there. You know, I'm here because I want to be here.
You're not the mom, you're not the teacher, you're not the dad, so they're not thinking that you're telling them what to do. But now you have the ability to show them what to do.
Sometimes you need that outside perspective. It can't just be a parent. When someone is there consistently for you, you really start to, and many of our kids really start to feel that they matter.
You got somebody sitting there in your corner that want to help you out, taking the time out their day to come help you do some fun things, introduce you to new things.
What's important thing is every time I get with Zayshawn, I like to, ask him what's going on in his life and just talk to him and let him know that he could talk to me about anything.
The goals of our program are that kids would increase confidence, avoid risky behaviors, and do well in school.
Oh man, I mean, the challenges that young men face, especially in urban communities, I mean, it's just so much that young men can do to hurt and alter their lives permanently.
We really are a prevention model. As kids transition from elementary school to middle school to high school, their peers become more important. And those peer influences can sometimes be negative.
He lives in an area where, where there's some adverse situations, and I worry about the choices that he may make.
And what we know is as kids' confidence grows, they make better choices.
They don't see jail cells when they're with you. They don't see the trouble when they're with you. I worry, but I'm confident that at the end of the day, he'll make the right decision.
I have to get good grades to be able to play on the team.
Kids really excel academically. Bigs focus a lot on academics, but they're always asking their littles about school and how's school going. And many times it's just the attitude that kids have towards school that allow them to do better in school.
I gotta do something in life. I don't just want to be sitting at home, living with my mom.
I think he's a great kid. I think he has a bright future, and I just think that he'll be okay in life.
I'm gonna go to college either way it go. So that way, if I do that, I can be open to doing almost anything I want to do.
I think it's a shame that we don't have enough mentors. So, my cry is for us to create more mentors, right? To give back their time. And it's not a lot. We made it so easy for mentors. One of my favorite quotes is, "To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world."
Anybody that doesn't really have their big brothers or big sisters in their life, I tell them, sign them up here. It's a good program for them, especially for the little kids.
I believe that's a big problem in our community, is a lot of the males aren't around to show young boys how to be men, especially in the black community. A lot of fathers aren't there. And, if I can step in and be a role model, I just feel like it's self-explanatory, You see a need, feel a need,
It really doesn't take much for kids to feel like they matter.
Anytime you can take kids that don't have opportunities to do things and show them new things and have a friend is always good. Somebody who's positive in their life is always good. I believe it's a great program for these kids. It makes me feel good that he calls me and I know that he's enjoying the program.
There's so many opportunities for you to help change a kid's life for one-on-one mentoring. But there's nothing like a one-on-one mentor that can change somebody's life forever.
Yeah, they teach you how to build a connection, really. That's what this is, really. It's getting a better connection.
He's a great man.